What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Sakamoto Days, this time with episode 2. As you guys know, the schedule is a bit iffy for this show. I am going to be watching it at the current rate, one episode a week, although there is an episode extra in Japan, just to kind of be fair to people that are watching on Netflix in America or UK or wherever you're watching. Just yeah, don't want to. It's really annoying because especially for reactions and reaction channels, it's you can't kind of. I want to keep up to date, and I can't keep up. Well, I can, but then there'd be people that are kind of missing out. So I will be doing it as I do. It was an issue with Blue Box as well, and again, it's not great, but it is what it is. Already feel a little bit offended, honestly, going to this episode. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it, or if I even should feel that way. But the place where I'm watching this, the initial comment at the top of like where you pick the episode to watch said, "This anime is a bit slow. Watch it at 1.1 or 1.15 times speed." And I was like, what? Like, that's something you do when you don't enjoy a show, surely, right? You speed up so you just get through it quicker. So I will obviously not be doing that, but and it was recorded in a way that yeah, whatever. Do let me know what you guys think about this second episode though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I did really enjoy the first episode. I had a lot of really nice action sequences in there. Enjoyed a couple of the characters, so I'm looking forward to this episode. But this was obviously recorded for it to be played at 1 time speed. Why would you ever? Yeah. Not really sure what they mean by that as well. It's like, is it in your opinion it's slow? Is it just because you don't like it? Like, why do you feel the need to put an information? Again, I've watched hundreds of shows on the place I'm watching it right now, and I've never seen them put a tag or anything like that for any show, except for this. It's so weird how bipolar people are to this show. It's like it's absolute peak for a lot of people, and I think people throw that word around way too easily. It was really good. I really enjoyed the first episode, but it doesn't stand out to be a kind of masterpiece or anything so far. I haven't really one episode in. That wasn't like a masterpiece episode. It was a really fun and good episode, for sure. But then you get the other side of things, where people saying it's awful and looks awful and is boring and trash and not fast enough. It's like, where have your where are your guidelines in that? Like, what are you comparing it to? If it's that bad, you must have only ever watched like some of the best anime ever in that regard, then, right? I don't know. Again, it's just so weird seeing such a kind of crazy difference in opinion for the show. Oh, he's terrified. There isn't too much more scary than a woman with a broom like that, or a mop. I've been listening to that opening a lot. I really like the opening song. Chinatown. Maybe he's got some good sources, some cheap import. Did he say 50 yen? It must be pretty annoying for Sakamoto just to know this guy's reading your mind. You got like alter your mind. They didn't go inside the package. Oh no. What's the deal with this? Oh, I actually saw something about this woman. I think they changed up her outfit from what I saw. And it was like a classical Japanese outfit, a little bit like what Kagura wears in Gintama, which I really like those outfits. There's a what's her name from Resident Evil? What's her name? It's been a long time since I played Resident Evil 4. Or 2. I'm forgetting her name. How can I forget her name? Crazy. But yeah, the Asian woman in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4. I had it for a second there as well. Um, she's got a really awesome. She looks great in any outfit, but she's got a really awesome Chinese inspired kind of outfit she wears, and she looks phenomenal in it. Again, Kagura from Gintama looks phenomenal in her outfit. One of my favorite characters, one of my favorite voice actors of all time as well. But yeah, I did actually see some drama about this that they have changed her outfit from that kind of classical Chinese outfit. She's even got like I think this is like a classical kind of. Again, it looks quite a lot like Kagura's hairstyle. I think she's got this kind of classical Chinese haircut as well. And yeah, they've censored that. I'm not sure if it's censoring, but they've changed that for some reason. I don't know. I feel like this is a show that is probably going to be just because of like the John Wick vibes and stuff, and like action, really action kind of heavy like 90s kind of vibes. I feel like this is maybe marketed a lot towards the American audience, perhaps, and that's why they've changed it. Gave her a bit more of an American kind of look to her. The only thing I can really think of. I mean, look at her name, Lu Xiao Tong. I think that's said. And look at the hit. Listen to the music. Sounds like something from the Polar Carey Diaries. Very Chinese classical music playing. It's an interesting decision. I prefer the other design. Like why again? Why? What reason? The garbage you go. Yeah, those are fucked. Reminds me of one time where someone went on a ride to get everyone. When I used to work at an office, they went on a ride to get everyone a sandwich. It's like this big roll, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's like one of the best kind of takeaway kind of sandwich places I've ever ate at. And it came back just like soaking wet, and it was like watery and disgusting, and it was expensive. Yeah, incredibly disappointing. Don't eat there very often because it is quite expensive. Damn. These guys look like fucking Jesus. Macho. Yeah, these guys look like a problem. These guys would be like the classic kind of like you've been playing bosses throughout the whole game, and then there's like one kind of boss that is actually like two bosses in one. These are those guys. I like her voice actor. I usually like a lot of her roles. Can't put a name on her exactly, but like I said, I heard her in quite a lot of roles, and usually always really like her. I think this is one of the first times we actually hear him talk out loud. I think that's fair enough. Oh, oh, damn. Jeez, why would fly? Yakking. What'd she just say? I kind missed that. Sorry, guys. What'd she say? What's yakking? Oh, we were yak. I meant to say yapping. Is that a little typo right there? I thought that might have been the case. Okay. Been a few dodgy subtitles this season already, honestly, and it's seemingly always from like the big companies, Netflix, Disney fucking Plus. Oh my god, I'm currently watching both Medalist and Dead Demons DDD Destruction, and both of these shows seemingly use subtitles that are just the dub. It's just the dub translation put in subtitles, and it's. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Luckily, this isn't doing that, but it's just like I've only ever experienced that twice, and I'm watching both of their shows right now. I'm watching Dead Demons in my own time though, so this guy also kind of looks a little bit like Shredder, a little bit. Fucking hell. So I think the kind of power scaling has taken a little bit by surprise in this show, this episode, and last episode as well with the whole chopsticks and stuff. I like that though. when I say power scaling, I'm not. I'm probably miswording it, but like the extent to how strong some of these guys are, especially Sakamoto. That was a little gross. That's a really cool weapon he's got there, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of some of the weapons I saw from the Kushan in Berserk. Sound like Gintoki. Sounding like our old mentor, our old boss. And I can't wait for fucking Gintama to come back. Can you blame her? Oh my god. What the fuck? I didn't. What? Just walked off that? I was gonna say, I don't blame her. I mean, this guy is a murderer. Women do like bad men, though. And I think it's a bit of a test for women as well. Women love turning bad men into, or trying to turn bad men into good guys. It doesn't work more often than not. I don't think. But I think they like the kind of challenge of that. What was going to happen if he didn't just run after her there, though? Like, is that the extreme? If you know what I'm saying, the extreme of a reaction from you denying someone. That's all you've got to say. You've got some moves. You guys haven't done a fucking thing. Tetsu. I need to watch that movie, Tetsuo the Iron Man. It looks like something I'd like. we got pay relief patches on the go. Do you reckon that pain relief patch is? Do you reckon it's just like some heat gel? We've got a special move. Another one. Oh, they didn't get to do it. It's LSD, bro. Chakram. Sakamoto! He's like the support, isn't he? He's like the RPG. He's like the support role, just spamming heals on the powerhouse. Oh, a whole fridge on him. Damn. Did that not kill him? I mean, he's a big guy, to be fair. I feel like if that was done to me, it'd probably kill me. Probably burst my chest. Break all my ribs. Just a couple workers. A couple store workers, of course. I'm not allowed to do that one, fortunately. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure if this sounds bad, but if I did live like a place like America where like guns were legal and I had to shoot someone, I mean, in the heat of the moment, you probably might just like accidentally kill them, shooting them in the heart or the head accidentally. But I'd always try and like aim for like the legs, like debilitate them, rather than like actually try and kill someone. But again, it's probably like if you get in a situation where you need to do that, it's probably like your mind and such moving at such fast speed, you probably just pull out and shoot. Don't really care where you're aiming. Luckily, I don't live in a place like that. Although, don't get me wrong, plenty of bad shit happens in the UK where I live. And there's guns in the UK as well. They're just used for like hunting and stuff, I think. Where I live, me and my friends when we were kids, we always used to be terrified because we'd hear this guy like shooting out, and we had like rumors about him shooting kids that would wander into his wander into his big old garden. I don't think he ever did. Yeah, always be quite scared to go anywhere near there. I sure are. Again, even more confused about what I mentioned at the start of this episode now with the whole 1.15 times speed. But yeah, another really good episode introducing the Chinese names an absolute myth, and I seem to be encountering more of them as I watch more anime. I seem to see quite a few more adaptations of Chinese work or Japanese work that covers Chinese kind of history and such. So I'm gonna have to try and get used to it at some point. But it's just like it was one thing getting to know Japanese names. I think it's actually quite easy. I'm terrible with names anyway, but Chinese names just seem so much harder. Maybe it's because the adaptation kind of process, but yeah. So I know I keep mentioning Gintama, but like, I feel like the author of this show definitely is a fan of Gintama or Sorachi, because the choice in main voice actor and just this Chinese girl in general just seems a lot like Kagura. Design wise, not as a person. We've got to the end here, we've got another minute or so. That's a pretty good way of explaining things like that, isn't it? That is the one exception to that rule. That should be rule number 2. There is one exception to rule number 1, and that is if you break rule number 1. This fat ass. So how much is 1 billion yen? That's a lot of money, I think. A billion of anything. Well, I say that. I think there are places where a billion of something isn't actually that much, but yeah, I think pretty much anywhere a billion yen is a lot of money. Billion anything, should I say, is a lot of money. But yeah, another good episode. Another fun episode meeting a new Chinese woman character who's going to be working at a store. Seems like she's going to be a lot of fun. Like a character, really like a voice actress, like a design. What was I looking for here? A billion yen is £5 million. Jesus, yeah, that's a hell of a lot of money. I also did want to look up the voice actress for her role, because, like I said, I really like her. I really like her voice actress. Again, no other role of hers is coming to mind right now, but I've definitely heard her in quite a few shows. What I will say is, though, what I've been saying about this show is it's got pretty good ratings, all things considered, actually. So I'm really glad that's the case, because again, I really don't understand what the hate for this series is. I really don't get it at all. Like, yeah. Where am I meant to be looking here? Lu Xiao Tang. That's not actually that hard a Chinese name, really, is it? Xiao Tang. I hope I'm saying that right. Sakura Ayane. I wish it sorted like the roles by like most popular on here. Oh, I think I can. Oh, I can. Nice. No, I didn't know that actually. So she is done. I've never watched Charlotte. I've never watched Five Tobin. She's Uraraka, of course. I'm thinking of something else though. She voice acts. This can't be right. I see. I remember actually looking up this before. I thought it was really weird that it says that she voice acts Shunsui from Bleach, because she very obviously doesn't. But I think I remember looking up some explanation why that is the case, that she did voice act him. I think she voice acts is Bonkai perhaps, or is Shikai, or whatever it is. She does Gabby as well. I just really like her in a lot of roles. She done Ira recently in Dandadan. I really enjoy her whenever I hear her voice actor. So looking forward to seeing more of her for sure. The action today was good. I don't think it was quite as good as in the first episode, but it still looked nice here. It's got that kind of certain style that I like. Again, it's not as flashy or as colourful and such as many animations nowadays, but I really like that style. As I said, it kind of takes me back a little bit to those kind of 90s kind of action kind of American action movies and such, which I love. John Wick and so on and so forth. And again, I think this is with that change in design to a character, I think that does maybe again show that this is very much perhaps the fan base for the show, which is interesting because it's obviously published in Japan, and I think Japan does have have quite a bit of interest in kind of Western culture. So perhaps that kind of aligns with that kind of maybe it's just a coincidence. Perhaps they are like marketing to those Japanese people, but also it seems to coincide with a lot of like action kind of movie fans. Again, especially like the 90s stuff. Like that's the vibe I get from this. It's like a classical kind of fight action kind of show / movie. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, another really fun episode. That's the main thing of the show for me. It's just really fun. It's got fun characters, fun animation, fun fight scenes, really awesome soundtrack, which is again more fun than anything. It's more kind of fun than touching or emotional. They're just like, yeah, I really like the sound in the show. But again, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. I'll stop yapping, and yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys.